Wonder if they're gonna go for something even like Ursa here. Not super popular, perhaps, in the tournament. It has been nerfed, but it's still 2 melee heroes and a Phoenix. It's still a Wisp with Ursa, you know, it's not bad.
Yeah.
So I could definitely see it being an option here. But something tells me that they're gonna go more stun-oriented with their next pick on Mineski.
It's also kind of nice to see, you know, we were talking about it off stream just before. Vici Gaming currently tied up with Secret at the top, and if both teams win their remaining couple of games, they tied up 1-1 in their head-to-head. So it comes down to time rating. Vici Gaming not really going for a fast pace, like, you know, they're not focusing on thinking we need to win quickly. They're just focusing on their own style, their own craft.
They just want to make sure that they get the win, ultimately. They just want to have the 2-0, and then if it does go to time rating, that's very unfortunate. I mean, it's something that you want to avoid having happen ever. You know, it's not even 100% sure that all the players are always aware of the tiebreaker situation. Hopefully they've figured that out. Lion comes out. So they have some decent stuff to throw into the RP here. Avalanche and the Finger. If they get the Aghanims, I would love to see that. It's fun. But more just stable disable here.
Well, they last pick Alk, and he gives Aghanims across to Magnus, Lion, Phoenix, Tiny. Wait, Tiny doesn't have an accent anymore, does he?
He doesn't.
No, he doesn't. Of course not.
Beastmaster, I like this. This is a hero that I feel has been a little bit unreasonably dead. You know, I don't think he's weak at all. He's a great brawler. If you go Ogre Beastmaster lane, we used to see so much Wisp Beastmasters as well, so that might just be the start here.
Oh, yeah.
Wisp Beastmaster was a thing where you just spam axes 100 times, and it's very hard to sustain against it.
One of those forgotten duos.
Yeah, I was playing carry a lot when people were playing that. It was not a good time. Really annoying. So,
and it was the kind of period where Lifestealer was very popular, right?
Yes.
And he struggled against those wild axes.
He has very low armor, so he takes a ton of damage from it.
And there's the Terrorblade ban.
Yeah, they're still expecting that there will be something big. Could still just be a mid hero though. You know, like they ban out Terrorblade, but I look at this draft and I feel Mirana quite likely to go safe lane with the Ogre perhaps, and then Beastmaster Wisp off lane. So I'm looking more for a mid hero. Sure, the TV could have gone mid, but I am not sure that I would have banned TB here.
Final ban for Mineski. I'm looking at this Lion, and it's so good against the IO. Just like a Finger of Death pretty much removes IO from the game. I'm liking this Lion pick more and more as I think about it.
Yeah, Lion is an underrated hero, I think, in many ways. He does have some things. The only downside is he doesn't really have like a GPM talent. Everyone playing supports, they're looking for that level 10 GPM talent. You're playing Ogre, you're playing Phoenix, you get, you know, 90 GPM on level 10.
Yeah.
But as playing Lion, you get not 90 GPM, but you do get 90 damage. And it's hard to make use of it because Lion is so squishy and pretty slow. So 90 damage doesn't really feel that amazing. And 75 cast range is one of the most laughable talents ever.
Yeah.
Like 75? What am I supposed to do with that?
It's tiny.
Yeah, it's not great. So I think Lion is in a very weird spot in terms of talents.
Did he ever have a GPM talent?
He has one. He has on
later
15.
levels.
Yeah, he has at 15, but it's 120 at 15, so it's not even 150 or something.
Yeah.
So it's not an amazing one, and getting level 15 on Lion takes a while. So in reality, that GPM talent is quite bad.
I need to bring back that respawn timer talent.
Oh yeah, Lina and Lion. Here we go.
Lina and Lion.
Yeah, Bloodstone Rush Lina.
there's Lina.
Speaking of Lina, no respawn talent and no respawn at all. She's banned out of the game.
Get out of here.
Mineski, they gotta show their colors here. What do they want to play? It could be right though with the Terrorblade ban that they are still kind of lacking a JT hero, I feel, in a way. But I don't know. I'm not a big fan of mid Mirana. You know, like a no matter what, so. Huskar. Okay, they're gonna take a little page out of Ori's book here. They are the ones with the Huskar.
Huskar's got plenty of stuns here. Raw, Fire Blast, Arrow, but he's got the tether behind
him.
He has
the tether with Bloodlust and Beastmaster aura, so yeah, incredibly fast hitting Huskar. It is harder to save Huskar with the Wisp nowadays though, since it's a channeling ulti. It's very difficult to do that, especially against so many disables on Vici. But Huskar is always scary. You want to have the right hero against him mid. I would love to see a Windrunner here. Just looking at what heroes they could put. So that's one hero that would work. Also think Bloodseeker could be played some way.
Yes.
Not necessarily that he has to go against Huskar in lane, but he could.
Could they fit a PL in here for Vici Gaming even? I mean, lane-wise, it's not so great. Oh, hello.
Oh, that's a counter.
That's the direct counter. I mean, it's not a melee hero to go with the Magnus and Power, but it's definitely a hero to deal with Huskar.
How unexpected that Ori, you know, doesn't have any wrong information here on what he should be picking. He's well informed on how you counter a Huskar. The Strafe is very tough to deal with in the laning stage for Huskar, as he cannot hit back, and Searing Arrows, they hurt more than the Burning Spears. Just simple truth. Until you get your items. When you have armor items on Huskar, then you're cool. But,
Armlet, Halberd.
Yeah, but the point of... So, there's theory that a lot of high-level players think about Huskar. You need to shut him down before he gets armlet. If he gets armlet really early, uncontested, then the game can be ultra difficult, even if you have good heroes against it. So look for Vici Gaming here to maybe make some rotations, even just with Phoenix flying in, and then Ori with a Strafe killing off the Huskar. Like, look for them to make little rotations to bring down Huskar here, because it's really important that he doesn't have a good start.
Is there any way you can see Mineski shifting their lanes around a little bit to dodge the Huskar against Clinks?
It is fully possible. Now that you see the Clinks, you might be sending your Mirana mid, which is still decent lane, not great. Mirana does slightly outrange in terms of harassment. So she might be fine on that lane, but Clinks would still be getting free farm. Pretty much.
Yang has the same set as... in the middle. He's blocking out the hero.
Everyone knows third pick Mag, that's...
Third pick Magnus, yeah. VP and Vici.
The spinners.
Just around his mid. Ben.
It's pretty fun.
Prepare for battle.
There will be a high ground ward mid now, but there is Beastmaster and Wisp. Indeed, now be laning together.
Position 1, Paparazzi Tiny.
He's taking some damage here, though.
Yes. Good impale, though, from DY. Gets the both of them, and now KP, even with that tether on him, getting clicked out by DY. Back up they go to the bounty runes. There's a 2 for 2. Will come out from both of these teams.
And both teams are actually rewarding mid. You see that?
Oh, yeah.
So we have seen 6 wards on mid lane already. At 20 seconds in.
4 obs and 2 sentries. Deary me.
Yeah, apparently mid lane is important. And they're not dodging. They are going to put this Flinks versus Huskar. Huskar with some good last hits there. Or he might be making a mistake trading hits. Because going low HP is not that bad for Huskar.
Yeah, that's Berserker's Blood level 1, like we were talking about earlier on. Top lane, a bit of a battle between them, but I want to keep eyes on this bottom lane because...
It's important, yeah.
It really is. 3-1 for the Huskar. Ori, 2-0, and now the Burning Spears start to come out.
And Huskar has the push, so he has the level advantage. Ori is gonna hit level up soon when the next creep dies.
Misses out on that range creep, trying to get another hit onto Huskar there. Feeling a little bit tilted by the old Huskar, but top lane they're going to go in onto Tiny. Nice little stick there, but the Wild Axes take him down with a final swipe from KP.
Showing why this lane is so fearsome. I mean, it is not an easy lane to lane against, and most people forgot about it, I think. I even forgot about it a while there when the Wisp was picked. My thoughts didn't really go to Beastmaster, but it is super powerful.
Tiny has bought a ring of protection. We were talking about the lifestealer and the lack of armor on him and the struggles he had back when this combo was really big.
Tiny with the 0 armor.
Yeah.
He does have really great HP though, so that helps him a little bit.
I'm getting scared. I'm going to miss a kill now. Everyone's playing so like JT low HP bottom. Fade getting beaten around by Mushi. Yang has a wave dragged all the way back between his tier 1, tier 2. Everyone's just really pushing this damage and pushing the aggression as far as they can.
And they really are.
Paparazzi with a tree grab.
Top is probably the most volatile lane where the most should be happening.
Tiny's getting amazing CS, but this is a great play onto the IO. They clear him up. And KP with another wild axes. The stick is there from Paparazzi, so there is no follow through.
Only level 1 access, so they actually double in damage from level 1 to 2. So, I mean, it's really on level 3 that they start getting strong.
Yo, Mushi dies bottom.
Yeah, they skewered him back. Skewer it back and kill him. Over getting a little bit too aggressive.
Ori being dived by Moon here. How many stacks? 2 on the burning spears. Arcane rune for the clinks. Nice little value from 3 from those burning arrows.
So Soul Ring only now. Oh, top. Going really low here, KP.
Oh, that tether though. Not enough damage. Not quite anyway. And now Febby with the orbs coming out. Returns in kind the damage that was thrown towards his Beastmaster.
This is quite the laning stage. So much aggression. There's a lot of stuff to see.
I'm afraid I'm going to give people like, you know, motion sickness.
Just go like you're playing yourself.
Just moving from lane to lane like super quickly. Guys, please, if you do have motion sickness, don't complain to me. Complain to someone else.
Grab a paper bag.
Yeah, I mean, strap yourself into that DX ratio or whatever you're sitting in. Get yourself a seatbelt because KP up at top. It's becoming a bit of a car crash now for this IO Beastmaster. They're losing lives and Febby will stay up and running with a magic stick.
That was a smooth little DX Racer sellout. Are we sponsored by them?
I have no idea.
Okay.
It worked.
They should pay us.
That's it. Hey, yo, ESL, I've sold you a contract to DX Racer.
We're in, boys.
Well, Ori, Moon trading, and Ori wins, but he's going to die anyway straight after.
He kills him first, but still 374 gold to the Huskar. Funny. But he's higher level. He's level 5.
Like fight recap, what? I don't understand.
Fight recap is just dumb, dude. But it's because it counts the gold lost as well, I believe. So, like, if you lost gold in the fight, I think it keeps that in there.
So overall, it was like...
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I would still have to, like, go back and watch the replay to see it.
Oh, top lane again. They're going in. Oh, okay. Paparazzi's back. Fade... No! Fade bottom dies. I knew I'd miss one.
Yeah, he was going really aggressive, trying to trade with the Mirana, but suddenly Mushi appeared. That changed the scenario. Don't worry, I got you. Gonna have to keep one eye each on the side lanes, and then both of us gotta look at the mid lane.
I'm gonna go cross-eyed and wall-eyed at the same time, just like looking at different angles. Paparazzi very low top. He's trying to bait here with the 9-1 charges. DY's Lion dealing with the IO. Baby salving up though, and this opens KP to chase forward. Paparazzi back towards the shrine. It is up now, and he's got the 1 charges to maybe play around with it in time. Not quite.
That was such a nice little play there. Meanwhile, bottom also a kill on the Mirana by the Skewer. From Magnus.
Yeah, she ran out of leaps apparently.
I like the little play by Wisp there to let go of the tether and then go in again. That was really nice. He kind of dodged the Lion, making a play from the side. So it's a nice maneuver. But Lion, speaking of, got 2 bounty runes bottom or top. Getting some money.
Tossing KP into the tower. And with that avalanche, dropping him down to about half HP, but he's still got Febby here.
It's really when the Wisp gets earned that this gets really complicated, because if you die once and give earn charge, everything gets more difficult. But unfortunately, still quite a while until the earn is out. He goes Soul Ring first on the Wisp. Just providing mana for both of them.
Keep those axes. Oscar, where are we? 24 and 10. So beating the Clinks in the laning stage, doing very well.
He's doing really good considering. I mean, we said that it was the counter pick, right? But still, he is winning top. They tossed him in. There's so much action. They tossed back the Beastmaster. He tried to go aggressive again, but Lion was sitting on the tower, toss him back, and Bane stunned on the tower.
Very nice. Down bottom, they're doing a lot of this Vici gaming. They kind of drag back and Farm near your tower. The safety farm for Yang is giving him an amazing laning stage. 31-7 so far.
Yeah,
as the Mirana lags behind by about 10 CS.
He's gonna get really strong. It's hard to contest last hits against him.
They'll try and move forward, but again, a skewer back on the Ogre.
Meanwhile, top, there's a dive as well, so Beastmaster is gonna go down again, getting tossed in. Similar style as last time. Man, these side lanes are really aggressive, but I think they're starting to have the solution here on Vici. They just play close to their own tower, toss the Beastmaster into the tower, and stun him in there. That is very hard to survive against.
We saw both of the kills. Barely.
We did it. We did it.
We did it. Thank you, Waga. Waga's the director now. I'm just scrambling to try and capture everything.
We need JJ.
Yeah, we do. We sure do. He is absolutely, like, ridiculously good. Febby needs the KP Beastmaster to return before he can really show in the lane. Paparazzi has popped the shrine. Yep, healed himself back up to full. And returns to this war zone of the top lane. As down bottom, Yang, yep, still continuing with his drag back and farm near his tier 1. Safety first for the Magnus. Fade, though, making quite an interesting rotation in mid. This is something that you were calling for, just that Phoenix to maybe come in and dive on the Huskar.
Yeah, unfortunately it seems that Klinks doesn't have his pact yet, so he has to run back, get the pact, and then get to mid lane again. And he also wants to clear the camp, because if he leaves without killing, I mean, that's bad preparation for a future. Oh, we see a little bit of a return deal from Mushi. He has 600 gold almost for one kill for it.
A solo kill. I mean,
well, I mean, his teammate...
It was a solo kill.
All right. It was 2v1, I don't get it.
I don't get it. Well, fight recap off. There we go, the dive in. Lots of damage towards Moon, and one final hit will do the trick. Fade, unfortunately, dying out.
So that's exactly what I was talking about before the game, that it's so easy for any single spell, even just a slow from Phoenix. Sure, he died, but there wasn't even a single attack from the Huskar, so the kill is actually just credited to the Dire. Wait, the Dire? The Dire.
How did
Don't fucking do it.
The Dire killed Fade.
Oh, the toss into the tower again. Chain stun is there. The damage is there.
Yeah, Brewmaster's he's a goner. Chase off the Febby as well. The Finger of Death, the raindrop pops. Do they have
toss?
a final? They've got a toss. Yeah, chuck it in. Get it. Get it.
Don't even need it. That's DY's kill.
Double kill for DY Lion. I wish I'd checked the fight recap now, because I'm wondering if Phoenix died and if the money got given to the Dire.
No,
it's just a
visual bug.
Bug.
It's a known bug, but it's you know, it's still funny. You still gotta make fun of it every time it happens, because
I know the value is a bug.
Yeah, there's a lot of bugs, but
that shows
this particular one just says the wrong team.
I've never noticed that before, dear. Well, Paparazzi getting balled by this IO as they chase forward. Avalanche to delay any kind of shove here, as the Wild Axe is barely missing Paparazzi. Blessed.
Yeah, he gets away, and Mushi trying to run after him here. Not gonna be able to get too much done, though, I believe.
Salve and a bottle. Plenty of regen there comes through for the Tiny, and they toss in the Lion, looking for KP. Fire Blast from Mushi will slow things down, but Paparazzi has a lot of damage up his sleeve. KP turns to fight, and Fade is dropping low. Needs to dive back and away, because Io has kept KP nice and healthy. This was a little bit over-eager from Vici Gaming, and they didn't really expect the three of them to stick around, maybe?
Good stun there from the low ground by Lion, but he is going to get jumped after by Mirana, and finally going to go down. Oh, Phoenix goes down back as well. Before this, though, the Klinks got a solo kill on Huskar on the mid lane, just as the initiation happened top as well. He snuck in and just strafed on him. Level 4 strafe does a lot of damage.
Yeah, I was looking at that and I was like, yeah, 3 for 0 for Mineski. Absolutely massive, but that's a 1 Huskar kill. Pretty good for that Klinks.
Yeah, very, very nice. He's recovered and has the advantage now, I would say, on the Klinks. He's got like a 800 gold lead, 750 gold lead.
And level 10 over a level 8 Huskar as well.
Cancelled TP by Beastmaster, so I can't go down there.
Top 3 net worth, all red. Red. A nice pack of green heroes in the middle, though, as the supports are a little bit in front of the Dire counterparts. But you take a look at this top lane now. They've switched Magnus and Phoenix up here. I think the Tiny's had enough of the Beastmaster IO, and it's not just them anymore. 4 heroes from Mineski, diving tier 1. Already takes down Moon yet again, middle. But it's this dive that we're looking towards that Mineski need to make work. Wild Axe is thrown in. Is there a supernova? There surely is. Fade has it with the Fiery Spirits as well. This is going to be huge. Oh, RP not going to come from Yang. As DY drops in the back. Fade still holding his ulti as he's dropping incredibly low to the wild axes. Now the punches.
RP.
Can he finish it off? RP from Yang, not in time. He's around, yeah. 3 heroes around him.
Beautiful there by Mineski. The match to win out that fight, but they are being split pushed quite a lot. Meanwhile, the Tiny's just hitting into tier 2 bottom, and mid tower is looking like it's about to fall here to 1 strafe.
Relocate down.
Oh boy.
Tiny.
Throw him away. Oh,
No chance.
yeah, he's gonna go down. And this game is action-packed.
14-14 at 12 minutes.
Yeah, I like it.
Dyer's top tower has
Deary me.
It's a very even spread of gold on Team Radiant. Like, looking at them, it's kind of hard to tell who's a support and a core.
Ori with Tread, Soul Ring, Aquila. Has all of his mana regen issues sorted out pretty much. Moving towards MKB as his primary. I'm still, not 100% sure on kind of Klink's item build and progression, because we've seen so many different ones, from medallions, Deso, to Orchid, to Nullifier, all these wonderful things.
MKB Rush is super strong. Well, looks like Mirana is dead here.
She's done for.
Well, MKB Rush is super strong against particularly Huskar, due to the fact that he wants to build Halberd and get that evasion. It's really strong to get True Strike, and it's kind of a natural item build, since Javelin's really good with Strafe. Just for the attack speed, you get so much value.
All that bonus damage.
But you can of course see many builds on Klinks, even just Desolator into like early Hex or something. It's pretty good.
I forgot about the Hex. That's another big one.
Oh, Ogre running.
Where is he? Middle? Yeah, he sure is. Magnus, skewer.
I didn't get poked by a skewer, but doesn't matter.
Ori's damage is substantial, hitting for about 200. Or
power-
exactly 200.
Yeah, Empower with Death Pact is pretty nice, because you increase your base damage and then you empower that. Pretty good combination.
That's cool.
Well, of course, Empower typically best for melee heroes. It's still good for some range heroes like Morphling, right?
Get that big damage boost.
Yeah.
Got steroids in you. Moon. Armlet is now done. 13-14 minutes in. Soul Ring boots. He's definitely 2-3 minutes behind where he would like to be ideally.
He is behind, but he does have the armlet at least, so the question is what's gonna happen with it. Can he start taking tier 1 towers with it? Can he start coming online? Or is he gonna tuck away and farm and everyone else is fighting for him? Vici going in aggressively here.
Arrow on Tiny. They've got a relocate coming in as well. This could be big. A roar onto Paparazzi will surely secure this kill, but the RP from Yang with Ori arriving. Kill the IO to stop the relocate back. The Moonlight Shadow, but the dust is there. They've got the vision, and Mushi being chased back by 4 very angry Vici Gaming players. A triple kill for Ori comes out as we look back to the Huskar, and he is farming middle.
Ori at the right place at the right time. That was a pretty cute roar. Almost pushed away. Magnus skewered in, tried to get the RP, but he got pushed away by the roar. So he couldn't get the RP at first, but then he goes in and just tries again. Gets 2 of them. Really good job. And yeah, that was nice positioning by Vici's players. Always risky to try and chain stun Tiny like that. They try to go on him with the Fire Blast into Arrow into Relocate, but it can backfire.
Status resistance.
Honestly, the big problem was just that a lot of people were nearby, though. If he was alone, it would have worked really beautifully.
Yeah, absolutely. So Moon right now, you were talking about the armlet. It kind of opens the window to the wonderful world of this game where Huskar becomes a hero. You think of other similar ones. It's like Invoker Aghanims, Huskar, with the armlet. It kind of
That's true.
makes you feel like you're actually playing the video game. And Moon right now, he's just going to be sitting off on his own, as, like you said, the rest of the team fighting for him as he tries to get to that super critical mass.
Well, you want Halberd. Halberd is super good against Klinks. He cannot dodge it with Strafe or anything like that, so popping it onto him, the only thing that's going to stop it is the MKB. And Klinks does have the Demon Edge and enough money for one of his components. Gonna kill an Ogre here for some extra. Okay, never mind. AS.
Yang says mine.
He should rename to Yoink.
Yoink. I mean, Ori is already 8-1 and 2, like 7,000 net worth. Magnus is 6.7k. He needs the catch-up.
He brutally behind him. He needs all the money he can get.
Fade up top with Supernova ready. Vici Gaming prepping for a fight, and a proper one at that. Ori moves into Moon.
Armlet toggle. No, that's a lot of pressure.
Toggles, but that's a lot of damage. Febi's going to get dived upon now. The Supernova RP catches KP. A beautiful little grab there, but Yang, as they now move towards Febby, their Supernova stun just barely catches him.
The AoE increase on the Supernova is doing over Febby there. It's a hard one to get out of. You have to run so far, especially when you don't have boots on Wisp and you cannot tether away to someone. So, understandable. Bit of a misplay by him, but still, I mean, a very understandable one. And all these fights are starting to go really well for Vici Gaming, starting to take that control of the game that they really want to be in the driver's seat of this game. Because if you start falling behind against Necrobook and Huskar with armlets, you might lose all your towers really fast. Lion just dealing damage mid, that's all it is. It's this Lion.
The big damage.
He's got the 90, yeah.
Plus 90.
80 plus 90, that's his damage.
How quickly does Mirana die? 1, 2, 3. Oh, not going to get...
She does fairly fast, but, I mean, she still has a chance to jump away.
We'll get tethered up now as well.
She would die a lot faster if he had his MKB, but it's coming out on Courier.
Ori. Oh, goes invis. There's no reveal here.
Yeah, and he saw all of them running up on him with the invis there.
There's only the dust on Io, and it was coming out with backpack. A little bit unfortunate for Mineski. And they're going to try and make this work for them, though. Into Roshan for this objective.
A little bit surprised that we don't see the medallion build here by Beastmaster. Like going straight into Necrobook. I guess Necro is really valuable, but normally we see Medallion as well with this combination of Wisp and Beast. And even when you have a Huskar in your team, you know, would speed up the Roche a little bit, would allow you to armor up the Huskar in fights. We'll see if he goes back for it, perhaps. Going Shadowblade next, though.
The armor opens a window. Aegis opens a door. Moon's got more and more escape possibilities from this game, which has started to look pretty bad, but Mirana being caught. Oh, Avalanche doesn't quite connect there, and Moon's looking for a fight, but the RP skewer onto 3. Oh, the chain stun is beautiful. T-Boy's there with the Impale, and that is 3 down. Aegis gone, and Mineski's doors and windows, they're being shut closed, burnt down to the ground. Their house is falling. KP's gonna get slammed into the ground here by Paparazzi, but dive forward, and Huskar, oh, he's gone on Lion. The trouble is there's so many chain stuns that it's a 4-man wipe. Sorry, my bad. Mushi is still alive.
Run, Mushi. Take care of yourself.
Take me home.
Yeah. Tell everyone, don't go out. Stay in base. This Team Vici, they seem to be combo gamers in this series, you know? Last game we had some pretty beautiful stuff, and this game too.
Like there's synergy there.
His flanks around, they're happy.
The cohesion of this team just seems really good.
Look at Magnus, they're celebrating a bit.
Has fallen.
Not really high ground time for the Vici boys though.
Not gonna go too crazy, so it is gonna be MKB into Hex, it looks like. Oh, Beastmaster, roar that. Roar it! Oh, he lost
Hey,
oh,
hey.
He's going to. He should have thrown the Axis, then he would have cut the trees and had a vision for a roar.
Unlucky.
Tower is under attack.
Ori, how much damage are you doing now? Many. And powered up. Doesn't even have the Death Pact going, and he's already hitting with 200 plus.
Yeah, and that's without the procs as well. So for heroes, they're gonna melt even harder.
Baby. Lion. Did you buy something?
I think he has drums. He has the entire drums.
Okay.
It's pretty nice with drums and tranquil boots and wind lace. I like the extra wind lace purchase there. It's getting even more movement speed. Lion's a pretty slow hero. It's like poor man's Blink in a way. You know, you get that positioning.
I'm a big fan. I think Treant was probably the one that kicked it off for me, where I realized that like Windlace into Tranquils, into Windlace, into Spirit Vessel, into Windlace is like super sick. Tiny getting caught by the chain stuns from Mineski this time, and he will get flown up, but the rest of Vici Gaming potentially in position here to swing back. RP just came off cooldown. Would have been a really nice grab there onto the 3 that kind of surrounded the...
Had some cooldown during it. DY was spotted there.
Skewer on Mirana. There's 2 of them here. Yang holding the RP as he gets stunned by that casual arrow. Huskar catches Lion, and that's a decent little kill. The RP cancelled. Can he get it off? There's a big one. In comes Ori. Oh, he is slaughtering them. It's a meat grinder of Mineski. Putting absolutely massive amounts of damage through that clinks into the...
Seeing them just dive in deep there when they're so far behind. It's like kittens into a blender, Gareth.
Yeah, like... ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
That was... I mean, this Clinks... You have some Clinks problems here. You need to halberd him, but you don't have it yet. You need to farm up that full halberd on Huskar. I would say Huskar is missing his timing pretty hard here. Yeah. And even though he was doing fairly decent in the 1v1 matchup on mid, we can see why Klink's is so powerful against him. Over and over, when they need the damage to bring him down, you have this little skeleton boy with 260 attack speed increase coming in. It just kills him so fast.
Ori feeling incredibly safe all the way down at bottom lane. Moshi comes in, the relocate is there, Sentry does find Ori. Big kill for Mineski. Nice grab.
Caster's Curse. Incredibly safe. Dead 5 seconds later.
I mean, I said he felt incredibly safe. Made sure I had that little parameter at the start.
Disclaimer.
Disclaimer.
Felt incredibly safe. Do not put in microwave.
Oh, dearie me. Do not put in microwave. Do not put in dishwasher. Do not put in bottom lane.
I see you've also been to America.
Yes. That's pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Like, careful. This hot coffee is hot.
Yeah. Do not burn yourself. To be fair, I need disclaimers like that. I don't drink hot stuff. Only warm.
Only warm.
Yeah. It needs to be chuggable temperature.
Okay.
That's when I drink stuff.
I need to... but for me, like, the hottest thing I can drink is if I can, like, you know, slurpy sip it. You know?
I see.
Slurp a cup of tea.
I don't do that. No slurping.
No slurp.
My mother raised me right. No slurping. Bottom tower is taking some damage. Beastmaster is just splitting a bit. A lot of towers are taking damage as the top one was claimed as well.
KP is under full vision here. Shadowblade away. Dire Sentry, though. Keeping tabs on him. KP gets just out of range of it. You are not connecting. DY with a dust. Oh, it does clip him there.
Wow. Felt like that shouldn't hit. Looked like it was too far, but he got him. Just barely. Doesn't really matter, though. In the end, looks like he's going to be safe. And they were still hunting him.
So, hey, Yang has gone for the same build Pasha did. Well, yeah, exactly the same, right? It was Arcane's mech, Blink. No, he went for Blink first.
It's Blink first, but...
Slightly different order.
But it doesn't really matter. It's the same end results. And it's really strong. Yeah, I like this build. I like it quite a lot. I feel like it's just inventory efficient as well. So... I mean, Greaves is a fantastic item if you can buy it.
Ori in the middle of 4 or 5 here. Gets roared up. There's the RP in the back. Ori still being focused down, but he's going to get himself away from the Huskar. Skewer in, catches 2 or 3. And that Magnus, he's stunned up, but he's so down. Tanky, Greaves are up in 3 seconds time. Let's see if he can get it off. Not quite. Now it's the Supernova that's doing the work, as it will land on 1 HP, 1 hit away from death. Mirana can't get the job done, and that will be that. A 5-man wipe this time around for Vici Gaming, as they absolutely slaughter Mineski.
Wow, there were so many things going on in that fight. That was really, really crazy to watch. The Mirana looked like she might be able to take down the egg there, but a beautiful stun again coming in from DY. He's been on point on his Lion in this game. And I like the egg positioning as well. It was perfect to like bait them in, but also stay safe enough. He might die with that egg, but if he did die, they would probably still slay them all. So great play by Fade as well.
Paparazzi role-playing as No-Tail on Tiny.
Yep.
Going for a very early butterfly here, which is a big favorite of mine. Attack speed, armor, evasion, and all wonderful things to have on Tiny. Especially against Huskar and Mirana.
Yeah, this game is very right-click intense from Mineski, so it can be decent. I can't really say that I'm fully a fan of the build, but it can work, for sure.
Moonlight Shadow, but no Raw. And KP, stunned up, gets the boar slow onto DY, which should open up a kill for them here.
Quite a bit slow. Mirana just coming in for a side for the easy arrow and kill onto DY, but a lot of people moved there. I wonder if they will be able to get something more from it, though. They don't have a creep wave for a very long time. Mid lane, wow. Planks just with the Hex. This is when you can't go alone anymore.
Yeah.
Against Planks. And this is really the power of rushing it, right? MKB and then straight into Hex. Now the enemy have to stick together, and that's hard to do.
Oh, they get themselves the bounty rune down bottom, Mineski. That Hellbear looks absolutely massive.
Bloodlust is one hell of a drug.
Look at him go.
Bigger than Ogre.
He's bigger than Lizard. Look at him, the biceps are massive.
Yeah, that's true.
Huge.
Don't let Lizard hear you say that. He'll get you.
He can't deny that this Hellbear is buffer than him. Like, Lizard's buff. He's a good-looking lad, but this Hellbear is beautiful. Paparazzi now getting that Empower going. Has himself a DD rune bottled up as well.
Yeah, he's going to hit hard when he has this butterfly. With Empower, DD rune, it's pretty crazy.
And they're going to go and utilize it as soon as possible.
He's like, let's go this way, guys, because I want to buy my butterfly.
Follow me.
We're running this way.
Good positioning from Mushi. Will pop the smoke. Sees it coming.
Ah, well, he's gonna pop as well.
Pop the smoke, pop your life. Yang and Paps going through the back, but Io the Huskar gets hexed up, but the Io keeps him alive very nicely.
Bit awkward for Vici that they don't have any creeps here, because they probably want to achieve something more, like get a tower or something with his Diderun, but the creeps are all really far out. Mostly they're just kind of hanging in this territory, kind of securing and waiting for next Roche, I guess.
Slow and steady for now. 27 minutes in, 15,000 net worth lead for Vici Gaming. Huskar has the halberd moving into that BKB.
Yeah, he's pretty far behind though. The fact that he's still in brown boots as well. I mean, ideally you want to have some upgrade on the boots as well when you play. He's just having to rush everything right now.
And
Phoenix is incredibly farmed as well. He's gonna be pretty close to Shibas.
Just looking at the vision and the wards that they have here for Vici Gaming, everything's covered. They see all of the access points to the northern part of the map. There's only one tier 2 remaining, and that's where the kind of lines are being drawn here. Down into that Radiant jungle in the south, as Ori leads the way.
Sneaky beaky, they have to wait for the creeps though. Oh, Paparazzi not gonna wait. He'll go in and clear the creeps.
And they glyph the courier as well, a little afraid that Ori would catch it. But Moonlight Shadow from Mineski, swapping from this high ground near the Ancients where Paparazzi blinks up and felt that they were hiding. He's going to walk into them now, bumping forward. Mushi sees, and Vici Gaming don't. Moon looking for a target. Yang goes for the RP, but he's stunned up immediately. Now we're looking in the back because JT has been shredded by the Clinks. In comes the RP with a supernova on top. Huskar focused and down he'll fall. Moon with no chance to really turn anything around. Vici Gaming on an absolute rampage.
Ow. Yeah, they're drawing dead here. They don't really have enough to deal with all the things that are happening. The empowered Tiny is starting to look like a massive threat as well, as the Clink's just killing whoever he wants. You have to kill the egg in the fights, but that's not so easy to do, despite your bloodlust and all the things you have. You're just being stunned up, right? There's the RP, there's the Tiny stun, and there's the Iron. You're not able to get your right clicks going.
And with 5 alive, one lane of Rax is not where it's going to stop. Bottom lane with the tier 2 still there will mean Megas are not going to come Mineski's way just yet. But with this double laning, I think Mineski are going to have a long road if they want to come back into this one. And by long, I mean probably about 70 or 80 minutes to try and swing back this kind of deficit.
It's not going to happen. I don't think that they can bring them down here. They're simply too strong.
They'll go for a fight now. They have everyone up and running. Paparazzi holds that front line. Arrow slides on by. Catches? No, doesn't.
All right.
Wipes past, but the multicast 3 times onto Paparazzi as they tether forward, DY down. Paparazzi, he's got to get himself out of here. Can't really clown around against Mineski as he will finally fall. So a good little couple of kills.
The double 3x multicast. He's serious now.
RNG activated.
That was nice. Nice little start. But they still have a very long road before they can claim this. But the Roche is up, so this is something that works out quite well for them. They need Beastmaster to run there as well, I think. Take it down as fast as possible.
Why is everyone tipping Paparazzi? Everyone on Vici is tipping Paparazzi for some reason.
He could have gone out. He stuck around for too long.
And he'll buy back now. And I think Mineski probably needs to open up Word.exe to try and defeat Vici Gaming here because they've lost Moon. He buys back, but they're losing 1, 2, 3. They're falling like flies. Mineski. Vici Gaming are absolutely dominating you.
Yeah, they're T-warding as well outside Roche. All the buybacks coming out, so everyone is still alive, but the big spells are still up on the side of Vici Gaming. And Klinks is looking for that split push. He knows.
Who have they caught here? Moon.
Back doing it.
RP onto 2 in the back as well. Yang Skewer onto 3, and I think this might just be GG. JT gets away until the tree. Ooh, Tiny. Oh, he's got him. Nice little double tap with the Echo Saber.
Poor Wisp. He tried to relocate his friend out, but in the end, he's just gonna be reloading out alone and coming back. He does survive though. Bottom.
KP solo killed Ori there.
I guess he actually did. Yeah. Well, he does have a lot of damage with Necro level 3, but he does go down in the end as well. So missing buybacks on the Huskar and the Ogre here.
And Paparazzi is clubbing people. His friend, his boomstick, is a big old tree trunk. Fabi and JT, 2 versus 4 inside their own base. Vici Gaming, they either kind of go for tier 4s or get out here, right? They're going to go in onto JT, but they'll leap away. Catch Io with a skewer. Now, a 4v1 onto tier 4s.
Oh, look
GG is
at
called.
second arrow on Tiny. Wow.
It's like a 5 second with inverted commas around it. 5 second arrow.
Yeah, great 2-second arrow there.
Beautiful.
From far away.
Well, there we have it. Vici Gaming 2-0 Mineski. And that puts them guaranteed top 2. And we've got to wait and see what Secret do to find out who tops that group.
Yeah, they were not messing around.